Hello guys, you're watching Easy Peasy Spicy. In this video, I'm gonna show you a combo recipe of chicken keema pulav and prawn fry or prawn sukka. Chicken keema pulav is a great option for a simple non-veg lunch recipe. When you try this recipe once, I bet you will often keep adding this recipe to your lunch menu. And the best accompaniment for this pulav is this appetizing prawn sukka. Let's start the pulav recipe with some boiled egg fry which will be added to the pulav later. For which I am adding 1 tablespoon of oil in a pan and add in 1 teaspoon of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of black pepper powder. Also add 2 hard boiled eggs cut into halves. Keep turning the eggs and roast them for few minutes. Sprinkle some salt as per your taste. Once the eggs are slightly roasted, turn off the gas and keep them aside. Now add in about 100 ml of oil in a cooker and add the spices as listed in the video. Let them roast in the oil for few seconds before adding the sliced onions. Saute the sliced onions along with the spices for around 10 minutes or until they become translucent. Adding salt will enhance the process. Remember guys, it's not necessary to brown the onions. Slit 5 to 6 green chilies and add them to the onions. Now add about half a cup of ginger garlic paste. Saute till all the raw smell is gone. It's absolutely okay if it gets stick to the bottom as it will come off when you add the other ingredients. Add in about half a teaspoon of garam masala which is completely optional. Also add half a cup of fresh curd. You can always replace the curd with some lemon juice if you want the dish to stay fresh for a longer period of time. Now add 2 cups of milk. This can be replaced with coconut milk. Now add in half a kg of minced or ground chicken. Mix the chicken well into the milk and also add some salt as per your taste. If you want to replace the chicken with some minced mutton, you will have to pressure cook the mutton with some water for 3 to 4 whistles on high flame before adding the rice. Add in some chopped coriander and mint leaves. Also add 4 cups of water and bring it to a boil. You will definitely have to wait till the water boils before adding the rice to avoid a sticky end product. Now add 3 cups of basmati rice which had been soaked for 30 minutes. Let the rice boil in a high flame until most of the water is evaporated and the rice is 50% cooked. At this point, top the rice with the previously fried hard-boiled eggs and do not mix them into the rice. Now you can see most of the water is evaporated and the rice is half done. Now you can close the lid and remember, do not add the whistle. Cook for 15 minutes on a complete low flame. Then turn off the gas and let it sit for another 20 minutes before opening it. Now the minced chicken pulav is ready to be served. You will get to eat the moist minced chicken in every spoon of rice. This pulav is rich, non-sticky and the best for a perfect lunch. Next we will see how to make this spicy prawn sukka. For which I am adding 2 tablespoons of oil in a non-stick pan and add in about 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds and 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. Roast them for a minute and break open 4 to 5 red chilies and add them in. Roast them for few seconds while the flame is on medium to avoid overburning. Add in 250 grams of chopped shallots. Once the onions are cooked, add half teaspoon of garam masala. Also add 2 tomatoes sliced. We got to saute till the tomatoes become a little mashy. Also add salt as per your taste. Now you can add 3 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. Saute them really well until all the raw flavor is gone. Now let's start adding the spice powders. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of chili powder and 1 tablespoon of coriander powder. Mix them all well into the onions and tomatoes. Cook them in a medium flame until they all cooked and combined well. At this point, you can add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of chopped coriander and mint leaves. As we go to cook the masala really well for a long time, in order to get a great texture and taste to the dish, I'm splashing about 1/4 cup of water to avoid the masala from sticking to the pan. Once the gravy starts to boil, I'm adding half kg of prawn to this. Gently coat the masalas well onto the prawns. We should add the prawns only after most of the water is evaporated and the raw smell is completely gone, because overcooking may add rubbery texture to the prawns. We have already added some salt in the masala, so adjust the salt if necessary. At this point, I'm drizzling about 2 tablespoons of pure coconut oil, which will add a great aroma to this spicy dish. Also, at this point, you can add some black pepper powder to make the dish even more hot and sharp. It's almost done. Now all we have to do is to roast the prawns till all the moisture is gone and this semi-gravy consistency turns into a sukka, or we can call it as a fry, I guess. For the final touch, I'm adding about 2 to 3 strands of fresh curry leaves. And I gotta tell you people that this dish is incomplete without the touch of curry leaves. Our prawns have now attained the sukka consistency. You can now stop the cooking process, but I would like to roast a little more on a high flame, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. Here is the prawn sukka ready to be served. Not only with all kind of pulav, we can have this prawn sukka with biryani or even with rasam, sambar rice and with chapati as well. Thanks for watching. Take care and tata.